Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Just give me a second while we ping the Discord. And we'll have a little bit of hello people, shall we? Okay, welcome into the channel. So we should have a few work skivers in today, I imagine, this time on a Wednesday. Sam, welcome in. AZ is off to bed. Good night, AZ. Thank you for hanging out in the live chat before the stream started. Anyway, mates, welcome in. Claire, Cameron, I never make streams, but I'm working from home today, so who's going to stop me? Welcome in, Cameron. There we go. There's one of the skivers. We always have them in. Welcome in Cameron, Stuart, Helen, Claire, Matthew, Lauren, Satsuma, James, G, Matthew, Valley, and Book of Roses. Welcome into the stream, everyone. So, it's been a while since we've been in creative mode. About a month again. A little bit further apart than I would like these streams, but what a wonderful time we had last time, right? Really enjoyed piecing together this little green cities kind of walkable pedestrian area. Really cool. Really enjoyed sort of putting this together. Really cool idea, sort of looking at like a pedestrian garden city. And green cities lends itself so well to that idea, doesn't it? Really cool. Anyway, what I want to do today is just revert back to some cute waterfront suburbia designs. We've got a nice little space here that's kind of begging to be expanded off of the back of that last build. So that's what we'll do today. Get a little ferry stop in here, some trams. See if we can do some stuff with some like nice parallel pedestrian action. Should be quite fun. Cool, so here we are, Vicar, Magsy, welcome in, Ebo, David the Mako, VP, Oswin, Jody, Panagiotis, am I pronouncing that right? I hope so. Welcome in, Panna, Isabel, welcome in everyone. How are you? Good to see you back live stream again, mate. Yes, I'm not too bad, boy, thank you for asking. Yes, apologies for the dipping content, and by the way, for those that are watching the stream VOD, after the fact, it will be time-stamped down below as well, if you want to come and just jump to a specific section, then you can. Cool. Anyway, yes, so let's start building, shall we? Let's just get on with it. So I'm thinking we're going to run the pedestrian area out this way. That should extend the district because we've got the tool on. Yes, it does. Okay. We might need to add another service point in, but we'll cross that road when we come to it. Alright, so I want to do something a little bit special with this pathway. I want to see if we can get trams into it. And do something that's probably going to be a little bit awkward when we first start, but we'll get there together. So let's bring out a little tram road. Let's go for 30. Okay, this is going to come down into here. But then identify some roads that can run parallel with it. I'm thinking we're going to be sticking with bluestone for this. And then let's go for pedestrian with streets and grass. Is that what we want? Could very well be. See, it's a case of how parallel do I want this, isn't it? If we run it here, how much of a ball ache is that going to be to connect in if we do that really tight angle? Let's just have a little play test of it. They probably want to be downgraded into grassy ones actually, because the trees are going to be too obnoxious there. Okay. Sort of works, and then we need to make sure that the tram line will actually come out of this, which it should do. A little bit of node controller might be welcome. Yeah, not with those two close nodes though, is it? Okay, let's rethink that then. Let's bring these down on a slightly different angle. Let's bring them up to like here. And then that 7 connection should work a little bit friendlier, and then we can probably node control all of this off. We want to square everyone down though. Is that what I'm after? It might be a little bit dramatic. Maybe we want to offset purple a little bit as well. It's very wide, but it does give us sort of a more dramatic entrance into the pedestrian street, doesn't it? Especially once this is aligned with commercial and whatnot. It should be quite fun, I think. Hey, yeah, good evening from Malaysia. Good evening from Northwest of England, Weepy. Welcome into the stream, mate. Cameron is guilty of skiving. Thought so, Cameron. Welcome in there, mate. Nice to have you. Matthew should be working as well. Hey, Star Stuff, welcome to the stream. Lauren as well. My back hurts and I was looking for something to watch while lying down when I got a notification. Perfect timing, Isabel, then. My condolences about the sore back. never fun for anyone, is it? Welcome to the stream. Hello. Okay, I'm happy with this configuration. Let's bring a big 10 curve tram line out. Then we'll just allow this pedestrian pathway to follow it. We'll just hit the guideline here. And that should bring us in nice and happy. Oh, not like that though. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, and then that can just go down here. In such a fashion. Get that tram road going through as well. So we'll just set up kind of the base spine and then we can start bringing off some like suburban frames off of the back of this. I'll do a bit of modern mid-century housing in the suburb today as well. See if we can change it up a little bit. Okay, so if that's going to be sort of the general spine of the suburb, this pedestrian tram path thing, how well does this actually connect in? Near perfectly, actually. I think I'm going to be happy with that. It's got 51 people here already, guys. Welcome into the stream. Thank you for watching. Do appreciate you all. Okay, cool. Let's just go for a little bit longer so we can bring this road down here, because we are going to need a road connection in here at some point. So we'll look as to where that's going to come. You can do this. You will then carry on through this space. Cool. And then let's go ahead and grab a road. Why don't we go for a content creator one? The American Trust Bridge Road is always quite nice on the ground, isn't it? This is the one we're using over here, isn't it? Yeah, it's like the white pavement. It's quite luxurious, isn't it? So I think we'll go with that. Are you not on a 90-degree angle? Should we snap in here? Yes, you are. That's fine. Okay, so that can connect down. That road can end there. And then why don't we use like the European Stone Bridge Road as something of a suburban frame? If we're going to bring this in, we can possibly start to match up some spaces here for our houses to sit in. And we just want to create that sense of mass sprawl, which for a new area, packing in the tiles like this is always quite helpful. Helps create that bit of density, I think. So we'll go for 20 units. That's 20 there, isn't it? Let's divide the grid there. Back down. And that can go back up to the road. Okay, so I'm really keen to see the trams flowing. Let's get that set up first. Let's go ahead and find a spot for the tram depot. Probably here is going to be ideal, isn't it? Let's see what we can do. Let's just grab a regular road for right now, and then we'll worry exactly how the tram's going to come into it. I do still have a few of my ILOS assets on as well, but don't worry, we won't use any of them. I have just been in ILOS recording this week's episode. Really good as well. We'll go into the Havasu Island this weekend for those following ILOS. Very fun build. Okay, so this can become the tram road. Then we'll just use this as a very easy, simple and quick connection for the trams to enter the loop. Let's go ahead and check on a guideline if we can find it. Like we can. That should be okay though. We'll put something here, maybe a high school or something. We do need education demand, I think. And I don't know exactly how it's ending yet. We will maybe tie it into an intercity train station because we've got a train line that we can bring over here. So we'll worry about that in a second once we get to it. What is that enormous purple line? Is that a flight path, is it? I've never noticed that before, but whatever. That's okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and start piecing in some... Actually, you know what we should do actually before we do that? It's just align up all of the road connections so we know exactly where the nodes are going to sit. Oh, that's a ball lake, isn't it, that one? That's right on the corner. That's fine though, we'll just ignore that one. Yes, then you can come down here. You might also meet up there. You can carry on through here as well. And we'll do some sort of waterfront key here as well, I imagine. Okay. Morning, Chef Josh. Hey, Ellie, didn't catch a live stream in a while. There hasn't been a live stream in a while, to be fair, Ellie, but welcome back in anyway. Hey, Brassack, welcome to the stream, mate. How you doing? A couple of benches and you'll be sorted. Where for, Cameron? Where for? I must have missed that, mate. But yes, we will do a couple of benches at some point, I imagine. Yeah, so we want to make sure that the node connections are across the tram road first. Otherwise, exactly where the stops sort of come and go from will be a little bit more awkward. So that should be okay. Let's go ahead and service paint it. Actually no, let's get the tram slot in first, that's what we're here for, isn't it? Do we want to do more connections down this way? Yes, I think we do. At least have one here. And then one here. And then that probably should be enough stops for the tram through this spine. So it can stop here at the school campus, which does not exist yet. Oh yes, look at that, and then it stops perfectly in each segment of these little segments with the pathways. Yes please everyone. Let's have it there as well. It can stop here. And then complete its loop as it comes back down. It's a kind of a short tram line at the minute, but of course it'll grow as this suburb develops. And you idiot egg, we also need a turnaround point here. Let's do that. Just give it a really basic loop. We'll worry exactly what sort of space that occupies in a minute. Then I'll stop there, and then it can complete its loop as it comes back around. Tremendous. Cool. Right, so you should now start coming out trams. Yes, there we go. Let's go ahead and make the line a little bit nicer. Let's go for a white one. Right, and then we'll watch them flow out. So in terms of the trees here, we're definitely going to upgrade the vanilla ones. I would like to use some of the workshop ones, but I need to stay away from workshop assets for this series. So we'll just go with content creator. Eastern Cottonwoods? No, too overbearing. Young Lindens. Feel free to shout trees in the chat, guys, for whatever sort of template you feel would suit this sort of area here. I think we just want to surface paint this full section so we get rid of the sand. That should give us a very tasty aesthetic indeed. Right, how about that? Okay, let's come over to one of the tram stops. And then let's grab some of those props that we got with plazas and promenades. The little pergolas. Yeah, one of these. Then if we can chuck in little stop here. Decorate our tram stops up a little bit. With a couple of benches in between these little gaps. Let's come on with a little bit of prop anarchy. That should just help us develop a little bit of personality next to the tram stops there. Repeat the same design on the opposite side. Oh, Chef Josh Plays has been a member for 3 months. Hooray, keep up the awesome content, egg. Your vanilla console friends appreciate you. Thank you so much, Chef Josh. Really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. And I'm glad you can be inspired as well, mate. Thank you so much. And then Bad Wolf has been a member for 5 months. Thanks for teaching me the best way to play this game, by the way. You're very welcome, Bad Wolf. Glad you enjoy it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the memberships, guys. I appreciate your long-standing support. It really makes a difference to me. Appreciate you all. There's a Pringles chat going on. I'm currently eating Pringles and salsa. I'm so healthy. I guess there's worse things to eat in the world than Pringles and salsa, right? It's not the best snack in the world for Aiden, but... See, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Why have I got this selected? Let's just mirror it. Opposite the segment. That did not work. Like, at all. Not even remotely close to working. Okay, we'll just do it manually then. We are going to have to bear with the clipping of the power lines a little bit. It's just a symptom of the network. Do we have network skins on? It doesn't matter. I don't need to remove the power lines. How are we thinking about lindens? Juniper tree is a workshop brassac. I want to try to stay away from them, really. Hey Marco, welcome into the stream. Cameron's recently purchased an electric bike. Had to go on one of those once, it's actually quite fun. Takes all the pain out of cycling, which is a bonus for anyone, isn't it? Cool, alright. This is growing. Let's get the tram lines active. Let's see if we can start bringing some people over. We have little to no residential demand, so it's going to have to be a little bit of commercial zoning facing into the central strip of thing. I'd like to bring this road out here now as well, if the game will allow it. Yes, it will. Pop that there. And then we might do another pedestrian pathway out here that goes along the waterfront. We'll sort of see how that develops. Okay, so let's just make like a little commercial strip here. We've got a shitload of industrial demand, so let's go ahead and get some office zoning in. Okay, we'll plop in the assets that we want to, that we just don't like the ones that come in, basically. Let's get some parks through here as well, of course. Let's go ahead and throw down a tropical garden. Actually might be quite welcome. Maybe where we've got that shattered zone in. Might be quite nice. 86 of you here as well already. Thank you so much for watching the creative mode streams, guys. Welcome to the stream if you just joined. I think I'm a fan of the lindens as well, you know. I think the lindens are sort of a top tier tree. I think we will go for them. There's just so many trees here, anything too big becomes really overbearing quite quickly. Hello, European assets. What on earth are you doing here? Leave. What the hell is the European theme coming in? I'm on the European theme? I shouldn't be right on theme, mixer. I'm on temperate. On earth am I getting European office assets spawning in? That's so weird. Okay, whatever then. I will manually place in an office asset. Let's see what we've got. Let's turn off our custom filter for find it for today. And let's see. Something that's too deep would be friendly. Or actually maybe something that's 4 deep would actually be friendlier. There is only office assets in that selection. Okay, can we do 2x4 instead? It doesn't look the worst, to be fair. It's very garish though, isn't it? Yeah, I can't really use it here. Any commercial? Starlight Hotel will fit in nicely. Okay. It's not too bad though. This little central sort of tram area really comes into its own, doesn't it, once it's lined with all this commercial. Huge fan of that. Yeah, very cool. Don't mess up your node count again. Oh, that won't happen in this map, Christian. Yeah, we won't get to the point in this series where node count becomes an issue. Do appreciate the concern there. Thank you so much. I do love that the community is constantly wary about the node count since the days of Palaven. Alright, let's give this a little district because I'm going to make this historical as well. I should have it on, I think. Yeah, we want to set historical for Willow Park. I don't really want anyone leveling up here. What's you doing? General store. Yes, all this kind of university city stuff is more than welcome. That's an ILOS asset, you need to disappear. Actually, let's just delete it. We'll do some detail in there on the corner. Okay. Developing though, isn't it? It's developing. People starting to come down here now, which is good. So... again, we've got... I mean, it's creative mode anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I would like to do some of the modern mid-century stuff that backs onto this. So why don't we do that? Let's leave a little bit of a breathing gap. That's going to be 3 tiles between the commercial front and the residential. I'm going to be happy with that. Let's do Alt-B. No, not Alt-B. It's Alt-V, isn't it? Yes, it is. To change the asset out in our pool. Let's go for that. Then keep changing it up. Yeah, so we'll just get these in. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Wednesday as well, by the way. Hope you enjoyed this week's Noobs Guide, which is doing very well, so thank you for the support on it for those that are following the Noobs Guide. Always happy to see a Noob Yoke episode perform nicely. Was a fun little rural build as well, if you haven't seen it. Right, so once we've got one of these in, we can just grab the buildings and move it. There's no need to keep plopping once we've got a sensible pattern in. Let's just go ahead and grab it and then flip it around. Do that there, and then we'll do the same thing up again in this block, okay? And that should just help us create a little bit of sprawl that we need. We'll use MoveIt just to grab a couple of houses that we want to fill this space. Grab another one. so they're not all the same asset. Okay. Cool. And then there's probably some developments of parkland here if we want to. Maybe get involved with some detail in there at a little bit at a later date. And then I don't think maybe a little bit of just a fun pedestrian green belt that runs through the suburb back to the main street. That would be totally out of the question either. We will see the trams get used one day, everyone. One question to the chat as well, if you could only buy one DLC, which would it be and why? I'd probably go for plazas now. Yeah, I'd probably go for plazas, if not industries or campus. One of those three, I think. Hi Jen, when you're watching the VOD back, that's from Star Stuff. That's always showing our Jen. Broke within WWTC would buy industries first. You need to get your city working properly. That says number 55. The Pringles have been demolished on Freyden's end. Glad to hear, Freyden. First time watching a live stream. Brilliant videos and really helpful. Thanks, thank you, Anthony. Thank you for watching, mate. Glad you enjoy the videos, dude. Love the episode, Egg. Thank you, Claire. And the mid-century buildings are a bit low, in my opinion. Yes, they are. They are very low. I do like them though. I think it's an aesthetic that was missing. That kind of mass low sprawl, and because they were like so back to back as well. Like there's no empty space around them, like you get with sort of European suburbia, for example. Right, this is all quite gappy in between. I do like that it really fills out the space with, albeit a ton of pools, but still pretty nice. I'm happy with it. Cool. Alright, this is growing. This is growing. We do need to zone a bit of industry, I think, because the city is like absolutely screaming at me for industry. So we should probably do some of that before we carry on. I think I'm just going to mass zone a bunch of it just to get shot of that demand so we can get some people coming back in. We will eventually come over to this side of the river to design what will now probably be an industrial build. But we'll worry about that in a second. Let's just get it coming in. Alright, cool. So we're looking pretty tasty from the road now. This sort of major road network here, this big open concrete platform is really quite special. I do like that. Would this road lend itself well to a connection? No, it doesn't look like it's going to, so I'm not going to do that. How are we doing for demands? I'm pretty sure we needed high school the last time we were in this map, did we? No, not even remotely. Okay, that must have been misremembering the save then. I'm curious to see if we can get this in. High capacity high school, just for the suburb. Although I feel like this maybe belongs down on the waterfront rather than up here on the main road, so I think we'll do that actually. Let's just like throw it here for right now. Have it as like a main feature. And then let's start to develop that waterfront because we know that's what we want to sort of be the meat and potatoes. Let's get the key in first. We'll go for Fenceless City Key. That's really grey, isn't it? They're not usually that grey, are they? Or am I just being an idiot? Yeah, they look quite brown on Ilos, almost quite beigey. I guess it's just the look. I'm so used to seeing everything in sand these days that I just can't remember what the vanilla game looks like. Right, let's hit a road guideline of this road. And then Mr. Key is going to come down in large segments of multiples of 10, hopefully. And can we hit a guideline of the road? That's 30, that's ideal. And then we'll do this guideline here at 50. Splendid. Then we can just terraform the riverbank up against the quay. We're going to get some insane water vibes going on, but just bear with it. I just don't want that sand against the key line there. Just cut it all back. No, Eggs is going to be watching back later as well, so I'm sorry to destroy your wonderful river work, Eggsy, but it's needed for vibe that we're after, mate. And that sort of lends itself nicely to finishing there as well, doesn't it? Okay, that's not bad. Really boxes off the shoreline, doesn't it, as you would expect? It's the key. Alright. Let's come back into pedestrian road now. And we'll use a little bit of network multi-tool fun. I think we'll stick with bluestone. We'll go for the ones with the trees in the middle. Grab a little bit of parallel function mode from multi-tool. And then we'll go from here. Hopefully down to here with it. That sort of works perfectly, actually. Do I want the walking pathway right against the key, or sort of adjacent with the road? I think the key is going to be best, isn't it? Let's have that there. That gives us a really flush little waterfront now. Yeah, I think that's the better option, isn't it? And then in terms of connecting it in, we can actually just delete the last segment that generates the multi-tool. And then stick that on a angle snap. And have it connect in there. And then let's go for a different tree on the waterfront. Maybe something a little bit bolder in the form of a jacaranda. If there's any major objections, please get them down in the chat. But otherwise a jacaranda should do as a job, I think. When it's not dying of flood water, at least. No, it seems to be alright. Seems to be okay. Cool. Mass transit versus industries. I think most people will probably say mass transit in that case, but I think mass transit is a bit overrated. Yeah, I do think it gets too much love for what it actually brings to the game. I put it quite low down in my tier list and got quite a few comments about that. But, no, everyone's got their own opinion. It's whatever you find most fun in the game. If you like building like big industrial complexes, then you're probably not going to get much enjoyment out of park life, whereas you would with industries. If you like detailing, then plazas and promenades or park life is probably the best one to go for. All depends how you enjoy playing the game, really. So I want to make a little purple box here out of the jackies as the waterfront comes down. We can definitely see an opportunity here where I think I'm going to stagger those tram lines, so one stops on the opposite end of the node segment. And then this is a plazas and promenades area, isn't it? Yes, it is. So we should be able to just get some little fountains down here, and we'll make a little bit of a fuss out of this central bit. Let's go for fountain plazas. Yes, let's do... It's going to be... Oh, we could mirror them. That is a very bold aesthetic, but it is nice. Which one do we prefer though? Cobblestone, bluestone, or the sandstone? I think I like the popping white of the sandstone. So we'll set them all to sandstone, I think. And they all need to come up to the same height as well. Cool. This shouldn't look too bad, I don't think. Yeah, some of you liked my dad joke. Oh, is that the key to is that the key to detailing? Yes, we did like your dad joke, Freyden. Hey, how have you been? Catching a live stream after a long time. Hey, Subadget. Not too bad, mate. How are you? How are you? Yes, it has been a while since I've seen you, mate. Yes, I'm doing well, buddy. I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and service paint this as well, so it all goes away. Okay. So I think the jacarandas in front here of the tram line now are actually irritating me a little bit. This is the problem with using so many treed roads, is it just gets too tree spicy too quickly. You've got to be careful with them. Okay, that opens up into a little fountain plaza here now. That's really nice. Love this sort of flush, really tightly packed in network with the trams coming through. It'd be incredible if someone would use my tram network. But I guess they all want to walk, don't they? But that's fine, it's okay. Okay, so there's some nice big parking spaces up this way. I'd like to see if we can drop in some more park assets. Did that industry grow in over there? Yes, it did. Like, mega industrial demand. Like, it's absolutely huge. I'm just going to mass zone all that in just so it satisfies it, because I want a little bit of green demand in. Otherwise, this city is going to become too unbalanced, like Ilos has. Yeah. Cool. 117 over here as well, guys. Thank you for hanging out. If you're enjoying the live stream, little like helps me below. Comments on the VOD after the fact are always great as well. So I reckon we can actually just keep piecing together plaza assets here. We go for a couple of small food truck plazas. Let's have it. I'm just wondering, can I get another connection in there? And then let's do that as roadies. I do enjoy the creative mode streams, so I hope you guys enjoy seeing the kind of modular thought process be kind of played out live, if you like, rather than just being another planning episode. I hope it's helpful. Yeah, okay, and then let's throw down another fountain plaza. And then we'll do another food truck plaza here as well. Yeah, these really are sort of like breathable, workable spaces. And the problem if you use props here, like prop detailing would be great, but it just doesn't come alive. It's like the biggest irritant in cities for me. It's that people don't interact with props, so they just never go to those spaces. Something like that. Yeah, okay. How about unique building down there to get more passenger traffic? That's a good shout, does, yeah. A unique building would be welcome. Not forgetting we've got the plazas and promenades uniques, actually. That sort of fits perfectly, doesn't it? And we know the rule. If it fits, then we sit. Hey, Overcharged Egg, not hanging out, just passing by. Hey, Gorgonzola, welcome in, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day, buddy, as you pass by. Okay. That's cute. Little chirper playing in the background, the Overlord. The white trams are a very nice sort of like clean aesthetic, aren't they, in this sort of very clean modern build, you would imagine. Okay, I'm happy to have a unique building there. That's going to be alright for me. It might murder the noise pollution a little bit. Although we are playing with game anarchy, so we can turn noise pollution off if we need to, which we probably will do, because it's a pain in the arse to deal with. Let's go for another batch of residential here. I want to start filling out this side a bit now. Let's give them a little rotation. Grab some more houses here. Keep spinning them around. Cool. And then what do I want to up here? I think I might just do like a little bit of forested woodland. I did want to do a little school campus there, but there isn't the demand for it, and the high capacity high school looks much better down on the waterfront. That is not the green belt I want. I want the live oak belt tree brush, I think. Is collision off here? Yes, it is. So just paint this out quite thickly. I do want it quite dense. And then I just want to go ahead and cut a few little pathways through it. So the Sims will cross the tram road at a node, so we'll want to factor that in. Let's come off all of our snap-ins. Then can we just have it come up through there? And just have it meander a little bit. There we go. Just trim off any little overgrowth patterns that aren't supposed to be there. Cool. Yeah, that just blends into the suburb a little bit nice, doesn't it? Having a little bit of forestry there as it grows up. Cool. You could ask the community for a white OE tram with black details. Way ahead of you, actually. We should have that in. Yes, there we go. We can change it to the overcharged express trams if you want. You mean something like this? That we already have? There it goes. OE tram. Legend for Blue Thunder for making these. Just such nice assets. Even got little egg-like codes on them as well, like egg 1. So good. Love them. Yes, we should use the OE trams through here, actually. It would be a good shout. How rude of work to schedule a meeting during an OE live stream. I shall be having word. You should, Brassack. Yes. The cheek of it, mate. The cheek of it. Tell him to get gone. Would the glass roof plaza be too big for that area? It would, Arani. Yes, we can't put the glass roof here. We could use the sub-building to get just the roof. But yeah. It would be too big, I think, otherwise. That futuristic look combined with me having watched Andor this week somehow makes me want to see stormtroopers patrolling that neighbourhood. Yeah, it is a little bit of a futuristic vibe, isn't it? Yeah. Almost like perfect sort of... What's the word I'm looking for? I do know it. It's the opposite to dystopia. It's in City State too. I know that word. It's really escaping me. Someone tell me what the opposite to dystopia is. Utopia. Yes, like a proper like utopia, isn't it? Very clean, modern. Lots of very sort of like neutral, modern colours. I think. Yes, Gorgonzola, I agree. Stormtroopers would be cool patrolling around here. Okay. It's getting busy now, isn't it? Still no bugger using the trams, but I'm hoping once we bring in... I might actually do that now. So I think I wanted an intercity train station over here. You guys want police? Okay, let's just give them a police station to shut them up. Let's go for... Is this one too big for the area? No. I actually enjoy the little pop of height on the commercial front there. I think I'm on board with that. Absolutely love this, by the way. This is so cute. Might be a few too many university city assets in here, actually. Something I never thought I would say. See, I suppose. The sub-building glass roof comes with the concrete floor there. Or does it? Oh, okay, I haven't checked. Yeah, we'll have a look at that at some point. We'll see if we can do it. Hey Jimmy, welcome to the stream, buddy. And the other 127 of you, thank you for hanging out on the streams. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of commercial detail somewhere. I stumbled across a really cute kind of commercial design in Ilos this week, and I'd like to see if we can sort of expand the idea in creative mode. So if we had a little node snap there, it's actually a perfect little connection. So I think we'll go with that, and then we can use this space to curate some more designs. So let's come into what's it called? University City Assets Commercial, because there's a few specific ones that I'm after. We will have the Orchid Italia one. I do like that. Let's also take our filters off as well, because that's messing with us. And then it's the Sky Bar that I want. Yeah, Sky Bar Corner. And it's not the restaurant I want, it's the other one. The one that looks like it. That one. Yes, okay. Got building spawn points, haven't I? Yes, I can do this in this one. Okay, so we're going to align up a little Sky Bar here. That really popular asset that we all know and love. I think that connection's there, screwing out for a pathway, isn't it? It's nice and grey, so we'll save room for that. Let's have the Sky Bar there. And then I want this State City asset to probably hug that corner. It's going to make the most sense there, isn't it? You can't really refuse that curve on the corner there. Cool. Perfectly agree, Cameron. How rude. I scheduled a CDC meeting during the OE stream. Sadly, my Skyrim's come to an end. Meeting time. See the rest on the world. Thanks, Cameron. Thanks for hanging out, mate. Thank you for hanging out. I'm assuming he's already gone now. A shout out to Cameron when he gets back to this point in the stream, bud. Professional skiving. Kind of want to do a creative mode on local map, but I'm burnt out on cities at the minute. Yeah, that's fine, Freyden. Like, you know, don't... If you're burnt out, mate, you're burnt out. There's not too much you can do about it. It's, no time to enjoy another game for a few weeks. Maybe something you missed out on? Is there anything you missed that released and you wanted to play? I've recently been playing a ton of The Witcher 3. Absolutely love The Witcher, and just sort of rediscovered it a little bit as a nice happy little break. So I'm going to search for screen here, alright, and this is going to give us the screens from, I believe the Concerts DLC, is it? Because I want to make like a little, sort of like football sports bar, if you like. You know, if there's a big game on, people can come down to the waterfront here. It would be cool if I could like merge these screens together. Then we'd get like a wide screen. I guess I could do two, right? That's sort of alright. And then let's get some benches, and we'll match the bench with the one that's on the asset. Which I know, or is it table? I bet it comes under table, doesn't it? That little circular brown number. Yeah, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll match them out here, and then we'll just do really random, sporadic sort of cluster of viewing tables out here in front of the screens. No real rhyme or reason to them. You would imagine as people sort of come in here, they get moved and nudged about. Okay. So let's move this sky bar over a little bit. Actually, I might even tip the sky bar around on its side. Apologies if you just heard the Coco shake. She has just woken up from a nap. If you're wondering what that sound was in the background. Okay, let's expand with some more bar assets then. How many bars do we have? Probably tourism assets are going to be more appropriate here. Yeah, like the saloon. And the karaoke bar. So there's like a selection of bars behind the football area. If anyone's like ever been to sort of like a major international tournament, you'll know the exact sort of thing that we're setting up here. Of course, they don't need the path connection. These are just ploppable assets, so we can building spawn point them. So they receive their deliveries. So we want to grab this one, and then we just want to roll their x-axis back to the road. So that is where the game thinks it has to drop things off for them, which is on a road connection, so they'll be tremendously happy about that. And wonderful, cool, so they will all work now. Just go ahead and grab all these props. Just sort of reposition them, now we know where the bars are sitting. Let's go ahead and grab them. Move them over a little bit. Cool. And we'll grab them again. Place a few more down, get some bins in there as well. Do I have any hedges on this save? That futuristic look combined with a heavy police force is a good combination. This is one of those futures that at first look is a utopia, but real is an oppressive regime. Yeah, we can get into some lore with it if you want. Gorgonzola. There's no trouble there, yeah. Like there's some sort of secret empire at work, but it puts on a facade that it's some kind of, I don't know, pro-democracy sort of vibe, right? That's what you mean, I think it is. Okay, so let's do a little bit of linear fence fill with a hedge. That's who say linear hedge fill then. Okay, so I have it here. So I'm also going to do a little pedestrian pathway through the beer garden, just so I can actually see Sims walking through it. Otherwise, it's just going to look a little bit sterile. It might get some usage, we'll see, but you can't tell with the surface painter anyway. So let's go ahead and grab another hedge again. Again, any hedge will work on linear fence fill for this. Then, can we get this one? A little bit narrow, and then we'll run it behind the hedges. Behind the screens, rather. Go back to work. Bye. Have fun. Goodbye, Ellie. Thank you for hanging out on the stream. Some love for Coco in the chat. Witcher is awesome, isn't it? Just Star stuff. Yes. Yeah. Just started going through the game with the Air Edition again. Just ticking off all the side quests in Valorant at the minute. It's just, oh, Such a good game. If you haven't played The Witcher, everyone. I'll tell you what, if Freyden's still here, Freyden, go and get Witcher 3 Game of the Year edition. If you're into RPGs, then you won't ever play a better one than The Witcher 3. Okay, so let's grab a bin. And then we'll just have a few of these around the site for viewing people. Sports fans, I guess, as they're otherwise known. To make use of. Have we got a sign as well, just to say, like, this is like the sports area? I can grab some ferry line signs. I just want to have a sign that's like, you know, welcome to the fan zone, if you like, the official kind of place to watch the game. I guess we could pretend it's a ferry line sign. But we could also have the Japanese sign up here as well and pretend that it's in Japanese and we can't read it. Okay. You need more restrooms for game night if you want to sell 1,000 soccer fans. Yeah, that's a good point actually, Gorgonzola. Yeah, some thunder boxes would be welcome. Yeah, some park restrooms here. Are you going to be a pain in the ass, or are you going to let me spin you around without losing your connection? Yes, you should be alright actually. Set it down to the same height as this though. And can we just finagle this so it's as tight into that corner as possible? A second one isn't going to play ball, is it? No. Unless we can... Oh yes we can. We can just about move it over enough so it hits its connection. There. That's where it connects. Then we'll bring that one forward as well. Yeah, good shot, Gorgonzola. I thought you were just swinging by, Gorgonzola. You're still here. Am I distracting you from your day? I hope so, because you're giving good ideas. Okay, but hopefully you get the impression, right? Just a little bit of find it and some props and sort of, what's it called? Yeah, see, like he just walked out the karaoke bar. Yeah, some building spawn points so we can finagle some commercial into like a little sort of like sports bar with the screens. I think it's pretty cool. Let's go for some lights, because this is going to be really dark at night. We'll need to actually put night time on as well, though. Let's do that. Okay, let's see what we fancy. Some of these amusement park lights are quite nice. Although not very bright at all. And they're like actual street lights, aren't they? Could do a big floodlight. It's a bit overkill though. Why are they emitting like no light at all? Is it because the weather's on? Is the weather messing with me? Let me turn the cloud and rain intensity down here. That one. Street lamp number 1. Just in case the game's on at night, then they do have some interior courtyard lighting. Something like that. Bring the time of day back a little bit. Cool. So we get 2 restrooms in. So bars and karaoke. I think I'm on board with the vibe. Nice little space filler, anyway. Yeah. Not sure if I've missed it in an episode, but perhaps a drive-in cinema for Ilos. Yeah, that'd be a good build, actually. Yes, Reese. Yeah, we can do a drive-in cinema for sure. That might look nice on the island, actually. Yeah. Yeah, even if it's Japanese, I can still tell us hours to sign a point to a parking area. Is there a big blue P on it? Yes, there is, isn't there? It could also mean polo. Maybe it's like a polo, like a water polo sort of viewing area. Like here to the P. I was trying to think of a sport that begins with P. Polo is the first one that comes into mind. Agreed, totally get the Witcher Game of the Year edition with expansions. Got mine with my free Xbox Rewards gift card, 3 achievements. Got by playing loads of Cities Skylines. Well, the Game of the Year edition will come with both the expansions. But yes, do get it. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, have to leave. Have a good day, all of you. Goodbye, Gorgonzola. You could use MC tables and see people sitting on them. They don't seem to work though, do they? Those interactive ones. Like, they just don't function as interactive, even though they're advertised as such, which is a bit weird, but whatever. Okay, cool. So we'll come away from the prop detailing for a little bit. We'll just let that space settle into the build and then see how we feel. I would like just some actual park space, right? Just a little bit of sort of green belt here that occupies the waterfront space. Just sort of looking at the size of it, it actually might be a nice idea to probably make this a park life area, just so we can get some props in. Let's go for gazebo or two. Depends how far can we place off the road. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think we can get away with it. Let's get a playground opposite the houses, alongside a cafe. Just want some little clusters of sort of park life activity around the edge of the park. A chessboard would be cool. Yeah, I think we can do that. And then maybe another restroom over here as well. And then we can just drop in little bits of trees in and around. Go for a nice helping of sort of content creator palette. Some date palms in there as well. A couple little pops of pink in the forms of a Jackie and a Rhodey. And then some mild hedges as well. Tremendous. Bit of long grass too. And maybe some smaller vanilla rocks. They do look like they're made out of Play-Doh in the rain, the vanilla rocks. You sort of see them, like really smooth. Yeah. Pole vault is the onliner there. Have a nice stream. Yes, it's it's pointing to the pole vault thing, Gorgonzola. You too, mate. Have a nice day. Thanks for stopping by and the ideas. And the Bad Wolf with a $7.99 Australian dollar super chat. Drive in, yes please. We only have one left in the entirety of Perth. Thank you so much, Bad Wolf. I'm assuming you're in favour with the drive-in cinema then. Yes, it's cool. It's a really cool idea. Yes, we will do it. Thank you so much for the super chat, lovely. I really appreciate that. And I don't think I've ever been to a drive-in cinema. They do kind of pop up occasionally near where I live, but they're more sort of like hipster events rather than like a functioning business, if you know what I mean. It's like someone somewhere will, you know, drink a Thai macchiato latte or another pretentious drink like that, and they'll be like, oh, let's do a drive-in cinema. And then that's it. It's like, yeah, it's a really cool concept, but sort of make it a business. Don't just do it and then disappear again. You don't really get it too much around here, unfortunately. It's a road growth again through here. Okay, that should just occupy a nice little bit of waterfront space there, just that open green area. Definitely want some benches looking out onto the water there as well, where we've got that little green stretch. Let's do that with a fence fill. Let's have it from there, just on this little sandy bit. There we go. Yeah, just a few benches, that's it, on the water. Look out over there. At the lake there to the bridge, and the intercity bus station. Oh, and the ferry goes past as well, that's very cute. Yes, please. That's a good point, actually, we need to factor in the ferry stop, I don't know where that's going. Probably here is going to make the most sense, isn't it? Bet you're going to be an absolute ball ache to get in though. Let's do this together. So let's come in with the ferry stop. Far too high for my liking. Come down to the same height as there, please. Goodness me, that's not what we want. Yes, I want it aligned about there, and then set the same height. Cool. So I want to grab a little bit of dirt road, because we can blend these in a lot easier now. Unlock the segment with multi-tool. And then we want to upgrade into dirt road. And then we'll lock the segment again with multi-tool. If I can click on it. There we go. Then we'll grab these roads. And you're pretty much about in the middle, aren't you? Because it's a lopsided asset, so you're never going to get it centralized anyway. Then have those in. So we can't have pedestrian pathway on the ferry stop. It doesn't like it. It just doesn't work. And then that leaves me with a lot of concrete space here, for which we will surface paint all that up. Okay. Oh, no, not that bit though. That looks awful. Pull that back a little bit. Okay. So then let's just amend this slightly. There we go. Pretty much happy with that, I think. I think so. Go ahead and grab the bluestone tiles with Find It. Or you don't really need Find It, actually. You can get these in the menu. And then we just want to... Is that the same decal texture? Yes, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so we'll have them on a linear fence fill. We'll meet them from one point to the other. We can see they're just slightly off from where they need to be. So let's grab the decals and move it. And then we're just going to align it ever so slightly so it's about as central as we can have it. Really anal adjustment, but it'll make a difference in the end. And then we can essentially just rotate them now to fill these spaces with a copy and paste move it function, which should do a pretty top job. And then we can just use move it again to delete the ones that overlap, just like so. There we go. And then I'll just copy and paste a little section again. So we get into there. One more. Body brush tool. Bring them down. And then there we go. Cool. So that integrates a ferry stop nicely into the pedestrian area, I think, or at least as nice as we can get it. Hey Minor, welcome into the stream, mate. How are you? Nice to see you. I hope you've been to the gym. I haven't. I've not been to the gym for like a week, mate. It's abysmal. You need to get back on it. I've been relying on you, Minor. Jen is probably channeling rock vibes as we speak. Says Lauren, by the way, Jen, for when you inevitably watch this back and think, I'm talking directly to you, I'm not. Lauren is talking about you in a minute. In the live chat. And welcome to 150 of you as well, guys. Welcome into the stream. Thank you for hanging out on a Wednesday afternoon. Right, let's get the ferry over here. Then you should stop here, I think, on your way back. Ferries are busy. Look at that. People using them. Good. Good. Some people here. Fucking cars. We're gonna ban cars as well on this road. And then delete his car. Earl Chapman is parked at the at the ferry harbour. Then he comes back and just deleted his car. Right. Here it comes. Yes, please. People getting off here as well. Very nice. This map lends itself so nicely to a little cute ferry network like that. It's, yeah, it's very much welcome. Cool. This is Peace and Sky though. I think I'm happy with the little empty concrete spaces here as well. I think I'm happy with it. Very cute or very cute? It's very cute now, Freyden. Yes, it is. Behind the scene, you should put a skateboard park in the open space. Behind the scene, Joey. You'll have to clarify where you mean, mate. You mean here? This one here, like behind the sports bar area? Is that what you mean? I hope so. But yeah, skate park would be a good shout. Egg, have you ever experienced any map that the crew's cargo does not come into your city, only out of the city? I experienced it once and noticed it happened in Pampatar, 5B1C map 2. Yes, mate, it's more than likely a mod conflict. Ilos's import and export function died a long time ago, just because of the way the city's been built. Yeah, mods will affect your input. Sometimes redrawing the outside connections can help. As in actually deleting the connection and redrawing it in. If you're playing with 81 tiles, that now has the capacity to do that. You can also do a safe mode load as well, to reset any simulation errors that might be causing it. If you're not in the Discord server, Kevin, come and join. It's linked down below. And we'll help you sort the problem, mate. So there'll be someone there to help you fix it. But yes, it's happened to me before, and it's very easily fixable when cargo inputs stop. I'm good, mate. How are you? I've been on Monday. My gym is 24/7 now, so I can sneak and search after 9 PM. It's the best. Oh, lovely stuff, Minor. Yes, please, mate. Lovely stuff. Egg. Hey, legit hockey. Welcome in. Darth Nihilus is here as well. Welcome in, Darth Nihilus. I saw your comment as well, by the way, that you started watching Noob's Guide as just something to do, and now it's like your favourite series. Welcome in, Darth Nihilus. Nice to have you here, mate. You're my favourite Cities Skylines content creator, CK. Thank you, CK. That's very generous, mate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Are you my favourite cities? Yeah, I've read that, haven't I? Yes. Yes, the skate park. Yeah. Oh, it's a tight. It's going to be a tight squeeze. It is going to be a tight squeeze. I might have to. Yeah, there's no angle where this is going to fit. It's too big. It's too big for here, Joey. But I do like the idea of a skate park somewhere about. We will get the skate park in. Why are you all parking? Why are you all doing that, you cretins? There we go. Let me turn parking off instead. I realise the signs there, though. Can you turn the parking off for the street in front of the ferry stop? That's what, yeah, just done that ready. Mine does us. Thank you so much, yeah. Yeah, that seems to do it, didn't it? Yeah, parking was what I wanted to do, isn't it? Not ban driving. Anyway, let's carry on expanding. So, what's up with you lot? Not enough customers. Not enough customers. That's because I've just plopped a shitload of commercial, isn't it? Okay, I do want a train station in this build. As an intercity connection. So why don't we see if we can factor that in? Elevated train station might be nice. It's a little bit garish. The train line is going to need to be elevated because it's crossing the highway. But I think I can get away with that. I think I can. If not, we can perhaps knock it back onto this road here so it backs onto the waterfront. Do we want it facing the water or facing sort of the tram innards, if you like, for lack of a better phrase? Hey, Twixie. Oh, yeah, Valley Lad. I went into random chat earlier and there's like a brand new person in the server. I think they're in the stream today. The name has escaped me. I think it's Roses. And like the first thing that they're acknowledging is the fact that Valley Lad loves Twixes. So I'm just like, is this just like server lore now? Like as soon as people get into my Discord server, they're immediately greeted by Valley Lad's fondness of caramel and biscuit based confectionery. It's not something I expected, Valley Lad, I'm not gonna lie. It's not something I expected. Probably not something you expected either. I think I'm gonna go with that. And then we can end the waterfront here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Hey, Eggsy, welcome in, mate. You okay? Well, it's nice to see Eggsy's name pop up. Okay, let's do some road anarchy vibes. Let's force into an elevation, please, as we come out of the station, and then we will force to ground as we meander out, and then we can embank this as it travels through the countryside. As we have sort of country roads coming through here to cross over into that landmass, we can turn this into a bridge and do some really nice layers. But that's future projects time. Or problem, rather, not time. Where's the train line? It's here, isn't it? Okay, you might as well just like go for ages then. Like, come back down to earth slowly, down to 1 meter there. Let's just get really super obvious wide train intersections going. There we go. Is that connected? Yes, there's a little bit of jank, but it is connected. Same again over here. Let's just have you go to about there. Just a little bit of move it here will help that junction sit in. Not that it matters, because we're literally never ever going to see this rail junction again. But we'll just straighten them out. Do a little bit of softening around there as well now where we've got the embankment, so it just blends into the landscape a little bit more. Make a big brush size. There we go. Cool. So we should now be able to accept intercity trains into the waterfront. Tremendous. Really happy with these configurations so far though. I do like the way that the... Ooh. Okay, there's very cute ideas developing here actually, with what I want to do with this. Just sort of seeing the space come together like that, it's just like triggered a little like light bulb moment. Oh. Always does that, of course. Let's go ahead and move this over there. See if we can now wrap this connection together. Is that a 90-degree angle? No, very nearly though. Let's come onto a road guideline. There we go, that's what we want. Grab that one. Let's just do that as a grass connection. And then I need to turn the tram around here now, for which I'm not entirely sure what that looks like. So we'll do it together. Let's actually break these connections that we've just drawn and then see exactly what we can do here. So let's bring... I'll tell you what, we haven't had a hydration break, have we? My apologies, we will almost be dying of thirst. Let's go ahead and throw in a little nighttime perspective of the new build. And then we're going to have a little sort of hydration break, I guess is the word. I don't know why I'm trying to cover that up. Let's have a little catch up with the chat. Claire prefers twirls, that's okay. All chocolate is good, Claire, but Twix is in a league of its own. I do not eat healthy, I promise. Holy shit, Dashu! What the hell, mate? What the hell? Dashu with a $100 US super chat. Nice to see you streaming again, Egg. And no need to name anything after me. Mate, what the fuck? That's so much money. What the hell? Thank you so much, Dashu, mate. That's not the first time you've donated that amount either before, dude. You're nuts. Thank you so much for the support. That's insanely generous. You have no idea how much of a difference that makes to me, dude. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm sorry the streams are away. Yeah, my granddad died last week, so just sort of taking a bit of time away to be with the fam. But yeah, streams and content should be back to a regular schedule now. So yes, thank you for the insane super chat, Dashu. That's insane, mate. You totally threw me, distracted me from my hydration break. But we will be naming something after you, I think. There's kind of rules and law for streams, right? Thank you, mate. Really appreciative of that. Insane. Just different gravy. Thank you, mate. Lint red round balls are top for me. Says Eggsy. Back to the chocolate conversation. Yes, Lint is top tier chocolate, Eggsy. It is. If anyone's watching the stream VOD after the fact as well and want to leave their favourite chocolates in the comments, please go ahead and do so. But yes, posture check and hydration break, please, everyone. Stretch the spines out. Have a little drink. Just re-correct yourself. I needed it doing then. I was all crunched over building this waterfront. Good day. Catch you guys later. See ya. Goodbye, gasoline addicts. See you later, mate. Goodbye. Dashu's Governor 2.0. There's only one Governor Valley. There is only one Governor, mate. Yeah, God forbid. Don't. I wouldn't mess with the original Governor. Terrifying. Yes. Don't mess with the Governor. Okay, let's carry on doing this. Yes, just do this as a little one-way tram loop. There's probably no need to be too fancy about it. what was the curve there? It was a 4 curve, wasn't it? Oh, that's a little bit too deep for what I want now. Let's redraw that. Can we do... Let's come off guideline and grid. I want a 2 curve. 2C will shout at me if I don't properly curve my tram lines. 2C is essentially the tram please, actually. If you do draw in a really harsh tram bend, 2C will come in and let you know about it. Okay, so just a little tram loop there, and then just upgrade that into a one-way system. Cool, that gives us a really basic tram turnaround point. And then hopefully we can use this road here as sort of the end base, if you like, for this one. That should wrap up the waterfront fairly nicely, I think. If indeed we used the same roads. This is all a bit higgledy-piggledy though, isn't it? So let's grab all those nodes and say same height as that one, please. Same with this one as well. We're on a slightly lower descent. Cool. Lots of love to you and your family for your granddad. Thank you, Bad Wolf. Appreciate that. It's very, very sweet of you to say. Still get dream bars at Aldi. Dream bars. Do you know what's underrated chocolate? Is Karamak. Karamak is like really underrated. Really nice too. Well, I guess it's not really for everyone though. So why don't we go for a little bit of usable wall-to-wall commercial? Because there's some assets here. I think, is it just the one asset? Yeah, there's some assets that will sit. That's way too tree heavy on those jacarandas. The more I see the jackies, the more I'm hating them. Too thick. Let me just correct this, sorry. I think I might just go down to treed variants here. There is too many trees in this area. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'll just put fucking date palms everywhere, haven't I? Idiot. Let me try that again. Maybe date palms on the waterfront. There's something about the jacaranda that I find quite obnoxious, and there's no need for me to think that. Because it's a Cities Skylines asset, first of all. But yeah, some of these wall-to-wall assets will fuse very nicely into the bottom of elevated train stations. Okay, you can do some really nice fusing along here, which actually looks like it might be receptive to the little one there. Just a little connection. And also in there as well, just so that tram has a point to turn around. Let's go ahead and get those trams flowing again. There we go. Then stop here again, please. And then again outside of the train station. We can then develop some further surface painter ideas up here. Chocolate orange, yes, a Terry's chocolate orange is top tier as well. Absolutely on board with the Terry's. Yes, please. What else is there? Crunchy as well. Crunchy's an old school, but Crunchy's an absolute like god tier food. Really good. So again, we're going to continue to sort of fuse in these assets into the front of the train station. Looks like we can probably just do a couple of these back to back actually. Or side to side, I suppose. It's not back to back at all, is it? And then one more in there. Can I fuse you in further so you don't clip the station, or is that going to look like shit? Sorry, I shouldn't swear like that. My apologies, anyone, if anyone's offended by that. Wasn't like that. The really cool process is piecing all these assets around the bottom of a station like this. Cool. Got 150 of you here as well, guys. I have a weird fondness for Ritter Sport and really love Red Deli, but that's a US thing, I think. I've never heard of either of those things, Science and Stories. Are they chocolate? Or sports? I've no idea. Marabou milk chocolate, haven't heard of that one, Helen. I do like spicy stuff, yeah, I do. That isn't a pun on the use of the word spicy to describe detail in either. I actually do like spicy food. Okay. I'd love to see some intercity trains arrive. Passengers used last week. I just see someone walk into it. No one on the platform though. Yeah, some intercity trains would be quite special if they would like to make themselves known. You don't need to stop twice here though. Just remove that one. Yeah, they're all using this commercial here at least. Ritter Sport is a German chocolate brand. Okay. Thank you for clarifying, Tim. Oh, hello Tim as well. I've been seeing your comments a lot recently, Tim, too. I know you've been smashing the Noobs Guide recently, mate. Hope you're enjoying the series. Anyway, let's come back to our little train frontage here. So, how about, you know what, why don't we do something a little bit daring? Why don't we go for a little collection of green cities farmers markets, perhaps outside of the train station? So, those arriving via train are able to produce or purchase a series of locally produced berries, etc. Other things that these little market stalls sell. Okay. So we'll just sort of get a general cluster of the assets in. We'll surface paint all that up so it's all gravelly. Okay. Not too bad. Pretty tasteful as far as things go. Maybe it wants a few more assets in there though. Maybe the burned bean shop actually, because that would make sense if they could have like a little sort of coffee shop here right outside the station as you come into the farmer's market. And I feel like a tree, maybe just like a singular live oak that sits within the market space itself. It's going to be alright. Cadbury's Marble Chocolate for the win. Yeah, Bad Wolf's got a point. Cadbury's is like sort of like old school again, but it's like it's the standard, isn't it? Oh, Cadbury's cream eggs? No, no thank you. No to a cream egg. That's going to upset some people. Get some dislikes for that one. How do we feel about a little frontage farmers market? Just outside the station here. I like the way this road comes off on an angle as well, like it's not all perfect 90 degrees. I do like that. Okay. Not bad. Grab ourselves some statues from the props. Oh, I've been forgetting about my glass fence. Well, the stream's not over yet. There's still time to use it. I don't know why I'm disappointed about that. What am I after here? The statues, yes. What would we do like a little moon? Then can we alternate the moon this side? There we go. We'll do statue in the middle, followed by two of these pergolas. We'll use the fence filter, basically just have them perfect like that. Go ahead and grab the props with MoveIt. Have them in here. And have that on there. And then we can just see that that moon statue wants to move up a little bit. Okay. And then hopefully with a little bit of centralization now we can just sort of have this here in the middle as sort of a general art space or structure for stops, and then we can put some shelters under here in the forms of those little benches. Of which we can just grab a couple of. You know what is underrated? Cadbury's Fudge, yes, and Chomps. Chomps is really old school, Freyden. Chomps is like ancient. They're nice, I agree. But yeah, it's like real old school chocolate. I'm a huge lover of chocolate raisins, actually. I do love a chocolate raisin. If anyone's ever looking to either bribe or seduce egg, chocolate raisins are the way. Okay. Hey Snakus, welcome to the stream, mate. My apologies, I didn't see you come in during all the chocolate chats. Welcome in. Why is no? Has anyone shouted out milk or chocolate yet? Milk or chocolate is like amazing. I'm pretty sure that's Norwegian, isn't it? Lauren will be able to verify for us. She's our Norwegian correspondent. Okay. Cool. Want a couple of assets around the arse end of the high school. It is taking my bob settings though from... Oh yeah, it will, won't it? Because I bobbed them off for Ilos. That's okay. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. That doesn't matter. I can just literally drop my own trees onto it. Love your work building in the collab arena map. Everything that's Eggsy, Peter. Yeah, I think Eggsy's clarified, hasn't it? Yes, that's me, not Owe. Yes, Eggsy and Overcharged Egg, surprisingly, are two different people. Got a pack of chocolate raisins in my kitchen. Yes, Freyden. There we go, mate. Great minds. Great minds. Yeah, raisins are like top tier food. Massively underrated. Okay. Let's bring the Linden pattern back in here. I don't think I want the suburb extending any further out than that. Yeah. What forest are we using here? This is like my... This is the creative mode forest, isn't it? Yes, it should be. Yes, there we go. Yeah, and then we'll just have this little forest boundary that comes in. Real lack of intercity trains coming in. That's either a broken connection or the outside connection itself is dead. I'll have to further investigate into that because there is no trains coming into the station. Double check we are connected here, aren't we? Yeah, that's definitely in. That one's in. And so is that one. Yeah, I'm not seeing any intercity trains knocking about. Is this one being served? Yeah, that's had 4 passengers in a week. Something must have arrived here. There's people here waiting to leave the city as well, so they are definitely coming. One of it's an AI thing and they're preferring to go to this one. I might also disallow intercity trains here. Oh wait, there we go. There you go, okay. Well, actually, you know what, let's allow them. Let's allow them, and then we'll actually make this a passenger line. Because we've got 2 stations in now, haven't we? Yeah, so let's just have this, just so we can see trains. It's actually quite a sensible train connection there as well. Oh, there we go. That's cargo, that's exporting, that's okay. Alright. It's alright. Don't worry about it. What's up with you? Not enough goods to sell. That's an industry issue. Please excuse my mass zoning, everyone. This is horrific. I know it looks like crap, but we'll come over here and rip this out for probably an industrial build next creative mode stream, because it looks like the city wants a bit of industrial. Let's change these crap vanilla trains as well. Let's go for the high speed number. Wonderful. So let's do something here. I think I might actually find an excuse to use the best props in the game, which is officially the little glass fences from modern mid-century. There we go. Very similar to what we did over in Noob Yoke for those that are following the Noob's Guide series. I think just a little sort of tropical glass fence garden is very welcome, especially in kind of like public transport spaces. Definitely something you'd see in like London. Okay, just line them all up. That's about alright for me, I think. Again, those jacarandas are continuing to annoy me. So I think we're just going to totally get rid of them. It does really open up a little bit as well, doesn't it? And then let's do some vanilla trees first of all. Get some bamboo in there. We never use that. Let's do... No, not sugar maples. Now, these little cherry tree numbers are quite cute, aren't they? Let's use those. And then we'll come up a size. We'll grab some of those Corsican pines. Now, these are the Chinese windmill palms, aren't they? Yeah, so we'll get some of those. And then content creator trees will essentially fill out the rest. Things like a jacaranda. Let's do a couple little spots of roadies knocking about in there too. Lots of long grass. Some wild hedges on the edge of that with some, what's this called? Lancantara, is it? Lantana? Let's have that through there as well. And then a few coconut palms, and then we'll have date palm and a California in. Then we'll grab some lights as well from After Dark. We will do green facing upwards. Let's not do that one. Yeah, so maybe just sort of like one sort of green spotlight in each corner would be welcome around something like this. Okay. And I think that just really complements the front of a station, doesn't it? Like it's kind of like a purposely placed tropical garden, some exotic trees that aren't from the area. Maybe been imported, perhaps some sort of deal with Chinese wind palm producers, whatever it's called. Okay. That's not too bad, I don't think, is it? Sits quite nicely in with the Green Cities market actually outside the station. Train coming in there as well. Yes, please. People coming out of the train station now. Yes, please. Very nice. Oh. Let's have a hydration break here, actually. While we've got the nighttime view on the station in the foreground. Yes, please. Is anyone using the trams yet? People really don't want to use the trams in a walkable pedestrian area. I say that as two people come and stand outside the bloody tram stop. Ignore me. Yes, they will use it. Like, literally. Happens every fucking time, doesn't it? Yeah, let's have a hydration break, everyone. Milka is Swiss. I believe so, mine. Yes, I couldn't tell you the origins of the various chocolates we're discovering. But yes, I believe it is Swiss. My hand luggage is always full of Freya chocolate. Everyone I know back in England expects me to bring it. I don't think I've had Freya before. I had that one. Dime is good. Dime's amazing. I always get the bag of dimes from, or Diam, is that how you say it? From IKEA all the time. Huge bag of them. Matrim loves hearing people appreciate Norway's chocolate. Is Norway like a secret chocolatier heaven or something? I don't think I've ever tried Norwegian chocolate. I don't have the cherry trees. I do play on PS4 though. I'm not sure where the cherry trees are from actually. They're not workshop, are they? No, I think it'll be Find It that brings those in because I also get my orange trees as well, which are from the farm fields. But you won't get them in vanilla, I don't think. And the tree saplings as well. Yeah, I love the detailing work. Thank you, Miami Love. Glad you're enjoying it. And Bad Wolf is off for breakfast. 4 AM get-ups really suck. That's awful. Oh no, you're off to bed, Night Wolf. Okay. Yes, that makes more sense. Yes, sorry you have to go at 4 AM. That's horrendous. Good luck with the day at work. Night Wolf, thank you for hanging out and for your super chat. I really appreciate it. Okay. For more detail, you could put in bike stands and more bins. I like that, Martin. Do we have a bike stand prop in vanilla? No, there's the bike lane markings. Bike middle. Is it under stand? Yeah, it's there, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we could do a little row of these. They're pretty minuscule, but we can do them. There we go. Yeah, let's have a little row of bike stands out here. We'll do 4 on each side. Grab some bins. Let's go for, how about a nice liberal arts bin? Have one outside here as well. Have one on the corners of the glass palm gardens people are walking down the street. Okay, train line's nice and busy now too, which is good. I feel like I want something here. Probably could actually just grab the finagled shapes we got here and then run with the symmetry out the front of the station. Probably only the last one will need a building spawn point there. Just roll it forward onto that one. Okay. Hey 2C, welcome to the stream, mate. Good morning. We were just talking about you, actually. We were talking about the curvature of tram bends and how every time I do it on a 90-degree angle, that 2C comes at me for it. Yeah. Well, good morning, mate. Welcome to the stream. I'm from here, so I can't really know, but I hear people that travel, that's pretty tasty. They might just be polite, you know. True. Well, Lauren's been in Norway for just over 5 years and is always being asked to bring Norwegian chocolate home to England. There you go. Well, Lauren, you should send us some Norwegian chocolate, I think. Maybe do like a taste video, become a food channel. Yeah, let's grab these props here. You are not even like slightly straight on with that path, are you? That's awful. Okay, yeah, so let's go ahead and drop these prop things around the last of the tram stops. So it's all uniform and consistent. So drop one in here as well. Awesome. Cool. Is anyone going to get off? Yes. Yes, they are. This is so nice. I honestly love this. Oh. Big shout out to Dave as well in the Discord for the inspiration behind the parallel pathways, tram networks, and then pathway again. Or pedestrian road, sorry, I should say. But yeah, having them intersect at little crossings like this. This is the best. This is the best. How desperately do we need tram pedestrian roads, everyone? This is just like dream city right here. If I could just build a city entirely out of this road network and use nothing else, I'd die a happy egg. Yes, please. So walkable. Cool. There's 2 more tram stops over here as well, isn't there? Yes, there is. So let's give them the stop as well. I gave up on that years ago. I miss you. No TC. Wait, if you gave up on it, that means I'm allowed to give up as well, right? Or did you mean like you gave up trying to warn me? But yes, it makes a tram turn look smoother. It does. I absolutely agree, CC. Yeah, I do agree. Let's bring this path. Oh, it doesn't really need it actually. Yeah, there's a connection there, isn't there? That's fine. Let me just do some more modern mid-century in these spaces here because it needs to kind of fill out. It just looks a little bit awkward at the minute. There we go. Can you come in here as well? We can probably do some pretty tight finagling with these shapes actually. Let's go and drop this in over there. Cool. And I think a few trees there will just help blend that kind of awkward corner together where we're not doing any sort of major significant prop work. Cool. To warn you? Yes. Yes, I thought it was 2C. Yes, it was, yeah. I remember saying it. It was that that tram park in Ilos, isn't it, at the start of the city, where it goes through the lake where the tram depot itself is. I'm relying on your vast knowledge of exactly how Ilos looks right now, but I think you know where I mean. Yeah, it's that really sharp turn there, isn't it? I do need to smoothen it out. Okay, this is tremendous though, everyone. Very, very happy with this, how it's developing. Some really nice views down the waterfront here. Lots of people using the ferries, which is tremendous. Tons of public transport. Anyway, we've got some more shapes to fill over here, so let's do that. Ooh. I really haven't played with a lot of this modern mid-century stuff yet. I bet there's some really quite interesting repeatable patterns in this pack. The assets are so distinctive. Yeah, these little like fucking triangle numbers and stuff. It's like we're all going camping. Yeah, there's something to be had out of them, isn't there? Some sort of like glamping, camping sort of build, like glamping tents. They come in a triplet as well, don't they? That looks ridiculous for residential zoning though. That looks really stupid. I mean, I'm appreciative of the assets of course, but it looks really weird. Let's go for something 3 deep. There we go. And that one too. Then the same vibe again. Let's just drop in some of those content creator vibes in the empty spaces that we don't really want to stand out too much. And all just blend it in together. Fabulous. Okay. Not too bad. I do want to address this space here though. I feel like behind all the sports bar area with the screens, there might be like a big garbage area. Or rubbish, sorry. Excuse my Americanisms, everyone. I think we might do that. A little bit of chain link fencing with some container props, etc. Sort of like where all the football fans' crap is thrown, because football fans are messy. If you've ever been to an away day, you will know what I'm talking about. Just, yeah, they're not the most environmentally conscious people in the world. Even though I am like a football fan. I am a footballer. Please don't think I'm trying to exclude them. Yeah, let's get the chain link vibes in. It should be quite a nice little contrast, this actually. Bring this down, hook it into back of the hedging. Through there as well. That should be really cute, seeing the actual doubled up boundary of chain link fence and hedge. That is very nice. Huge lover of that. That's the best bit of the build so far. Lauren and Martin appear to live in the same town together. I'm getting from the live chat, I think. I think so. Okay. Let's have the gate over here. And then we want to search, I think it's container. Yeah, so a lot of this crap here. Like the large recycling containers will... Oh, we've got the plazas and promenade props now as well for all the little recycling units. Oh my god, I had no idea these were in Find It. We got a plastic bin. Glass. Paper. I guess there would be a few. Yeah, let's do like a proper little recycling thing here. Can we lay these out with prop line tool? Well, yes, obviously we can because they're props. They will work. Yeah. So let's do 3 glass bins. You would imagine there's like a lot of glass. I all want you at the same height as this one. Thank you, please. Then, am I on uneven terrain here? Yes, I am. How very annoying. Can I just push you back a little bit? Yes, I want this area to be flat, really. Cool. This rain is doing my head in. Everything's so shiny. Please stop. God. It's like, it's the worst thing. So bloody shiny. Okay, so in the middle of like this little courtyard here, I want to do a little like glass recycling area. We'll double these bins up as well. Let's have them like that. And then we'll do... Which one was this one? Paper. Can't imagine there'd be too much paper at football events. Definitely be a lot of plastic and a lot of glass. And I'll do a little plastic one here. These little bin props are like game changing. I didn't really know we could get these. There's a lot of messing about with heights there, isn't there? We'll come to deal with that in a second though. Then what are you, metal? Yeah, I guess we can have some central metal bins. Morning Nicholas, how you doing mate? Welcome into the stream, friend. Egg, the rare environmentally conscious football fan. I'm not like the most environmentally conscious person. I think I still drive a car. One's like super environmentally conscious. I do try to be. But you know, when the east coast of China is essentially one enormous factory, what real difference are you making by just recycling like a glass bottle, you know? Pissing into the ocean sort of is the phrase that comes to mind, isn't it? You're making no difference at all. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and drop in some of these now that I'm on the back. They're way too close together though. Let's go ahead and do something like that. Yep. Lots of bins. This brush tool is back on again. The most annoying thing in the world. And then some more things over here. Over in this corner as well. Do some of these bins as well. And wouldn't the recycling bins be where the fans are? I guess so, yeah. I guess you could put some like glass bottle bins out here, couldn't you? But then maybe they would have like a mass processing area behind it, is my thought process. I think. And then we'll do some shipping containers as well, just for general kind of service delivery vibes. Yeah, let's bring these down and just have them in a little row like that. Okay. Well, we don't have any decals on this save, so the concrete's going to stay immensely clean. Although, if we can we grab some props from the Isn't there like a... There's a garbage prop, isn't there? Or it might not be vanilla, actually. It actually might be, workshop, now I'm thinking about it. We'll see, I suppose. I'm not seeing it here, and it should be here, I think. Yeah, these are all a little bit too industrial for what I'm after. That's fine though. Alright, so why don't we double up the recycling banks? Let's go ahead and have 2 of those in there. And then do like what Ken said as well. Maybe have a couple of glass bins actually knocking around in the sports bar itself. So maybe like people on their way out, they can just deposit it rather than sort of having to head out onto the main street with their glass bottle in their hand, etc. I think I'm pretty on board with that idea. Nothing there. And then there again. Yeah, I think that would make sense, right? So as you're leaving the beer garden, you can just discard of your bottle. That's encroaching on the pathway. Excuse my hedge. And it's not these over as well. Cool. That's going to need some lights at night time as well, because it's going to be dark. There's balls. Let's bring the night view on. Where is... I know the light I want to use. It's the big flood one. And who wants to bet £10 now? I won't find it. Yeah, it's that one, but it's the one that works. There's a dud one. There it is. Is that too obnoxious? I feel like it might be, actually. I don't know. I kind of like that, I think. Why is there a load of random props over here? What the hell? Why has that happened? No idea. There's a bench over there too. Oh, that's weird. Is that light too obnoxious for that area? I kind of like the tall floodlight looking thing. I'm not gonna lie. Tremendously fun area this though. This has been really nice to piece together. We'll have a hydration break as well while we wait for a verdict on the light to come back. We switch over to live chat here as well. Mass processing, good point. Yeah, I appreciate your point as well though, Ken. Yeah. Lauren and Martin still talking about Norway, I think. I thought those two were just like having their own conversation. Yeah, super cute. I love it. Now I want to go watch the World Series there. I hope pick up the trash too. Good 2C. Yes. Good. Yes. Oh yeah, you weren't here 2C, were you, when we did the sports bar? Yeah, got some karaoke down here. Little saloons, couple of thunder boxes. Little sky bar as well. And then the game go is actually very appropriate, isn't it? And then yeah, the screens with the processing behind. Yeah. Wouldn't that blind you if you were sitting there trying to watch the screen at night? I was thinking that does, yeah. What if it is a little bit blinding? I mean, there's floodlights at stadiums for nighttime games, so you would assume no, I guess. Yeah. I can see your point though, does. Yeah, I can. That light is taller than most of the things in the area. Probably not a good fit. Jared raises a good point as well. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too industrial looking, isn't it? Yeah, I think I do like the look of it, but it wouldn't be here, I don't think. It just wouldn't. Okay, yeah, we'll go for another one. Probably just a cute little lamppost at the entrance, actually. And then maybe one either side of the recycling bins. And then a couple of little props up here as well. Cool. You still whinge about not enough goods? The industrial demand has died down a little bit now, hasn't it? Yeah, we definitely need to do an industry build next creative mode stream. I'll tell you what, let's do a poll actually. So for the next creative mode stream, oh, start a Q. Oh, I can answer a Q&A. I can start a Q&A with my audience now. That's new, I think. If you guys ever want a Q&A, please do let me know. Okay, so we're going to do a poll for the industry build for the next stream. And you can choose what it is. Add a couple more options on here. Oil or farm. Cool. So there's a poll in the live chat if you'd like to cast a vote on what view happens or what build happens next creative mode stream, if you're interested. Cool. Okay, I'm happy with that, I think. That's nice enough. Bring the sunshine back and then see what we think. You could just lower the light. Didn't really consider that star stuff, but yes, we could have done, mate. But we've gone past it now. I need to move on with the build. Okay, so how many squares do we have here? I'm definitely feeling a little commercial front along this main road as it backs onto the housing. So let's grab the buildings with MoveIt. Sorry, Egg. It's alright, Lauren. You don't need to apologise. I'm glad that you're making friends in the community. It's okay. You don't need to apologise for it. You told me that confrontation was hard in the Discord server the other day, so I'm happy to see you sort of stepping out your comfort zone a little bit. It's nice to see you growing as a person, Lauren, as you spend more time with us. Okay. Not bad. Let's go ahead and then just have a touch of commercial to develop along here. We'll zone to an extent. Some park areas around here as well. They don't actually have that much. What's this? Is this the dog park? Dog park's a top tier asset. We'll place that in. Oh, it's bobbed with California palms over Ilos, isn't it? Ugh, we'll have to deal with it. We'll have to bear with it. Hello, intercity buses. Could actually bring an intercity bus station along this main street, actually. I wouldn't be averse to accepting some intercity people here. Where is it? Intercity bus friends, there we go. It is a loud boy, but we can make do with it. Just move the zoning and the pathway. We're going to have this here. We're going to remove the forest, and then we can use the forest to border up against the noise pollution that this will cause, even though noise pollution doesn't matter because we've got game anarchy on, so I don't know why I'm even considering that. But that is a nice corner asset. I'm happy with that. That actually sits really nicely opposite the service point, doesn't it? Which actually, is this service point still maintaining our area? It's Dashu Rapids is the pedestrian area, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be sustaining itself through one service point. I just thought it would have needed more by now, but clearly not. Cool. This is very nice. You are going to work at the Red Door pub. You're... Oh, I bet she's taking the train, isn't she? Should we take a first-person tour with her? I hope she's going to the train through the pedestrian area here. Yeah, we'll have a little first-person tour together, guys, while we catch up on the live chat here. Hey, Alina, welcome into the stream. Welcome in. Love this big little open concrete space as they come into the build. Quite cute, isn't it? Oh, please can't just run someone over. Do I like those tram stops? I think I do. With the little benches and whatnot, I think they're alright. Beans and cheese has been eaten, meeting concluded, another cancelled. I'm back. Welcome back, Ebo. Welcome back, mate. Yeah, I really want to see her walk down to that, Oh, is she going to take the pathway? No, she's actually taking the road. Okay. Really wish you would have stayed in the pedestrian area, Susan, whatever your name is. Oh, oh no. Oh no, what's she doing? What are you doing, Susan? That's not what we wanted to do. Okay. Let's come down this area instead then. It goes, Siobhan's going to the high capacity high school. This should give us a tour of the sort of main strip, if you like. Thanks for a great stream, Egg, and a lovely chat with you all. Have a great day. Thank you, Charles. Thank you for hanging out, mate. You enjoy the rest of your day too, buddy. Appreciate you. Looks so nice walking around at ground level. It's cute, isn't it? Yeah, this is really nice little area. Super happy with this. All improvised as well. This is what happens in creative mode. I had no idea what this build looked like. I just knew I wanted to do Suburbia, but it's come out amazingly. Like probably the best pedestrian area we've done on the channel. That's not even an episode. I think I like this better than Ilos's. Ilos is just so high density though. It's kind of sort of like a different pedestrian vibe, isn't it? Yeah. Lots of people using the ferry network too. Things we love to see. So what have we got coming through the ferries? We've got 61 there. 67 coming through the train station. And the tram line is like really, really quiet. I think what we will do in a future build is maybe bring the trams out across the river and into this suburb, just so there's more reason for people to actually use the tram, because it's like really quiet at the minute. And with the rest of the area being like super ridiculously walkable, there's not that much reason for them to use it. How's the poll doing? Forestry. Everyone wants a forestry build. You just had a forestry build in Ilos. But yes, we can do forestry next time if you like. That's no problem at all. We'll leave the poll going for a little bit yet. Okay, I think just some little benches along here again as well, just to tidy up some of these spaces now. Just a really simple park bench, nothing serious. 2C's off as well. We've got a poke. Glad I got to poke for a hot minute. Have fun, everyone. Thank you, 2C. Love you, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day, buddy. Nice to see you in the streams again, mate. Let's go for 15 meters. Yeah, there we go. So there's some sort of like river lining here. There we go. Bring that up to there as well. We could... I don't know if they'll actually register that as a connection. Do they actually need a path node to get onto the key from there? I'm not entirely sure. I think they do. So we'll draw in a connection anyway. Not that I'm expecting anyone to actually walk down that key, but at least they've got the option if they want to. Okay. Really cute though. Like, huge lover of this build. It's going to give us a little pedestrian suburb. Really cool from the night time as well, right? Really focusing on that pedestrian public transport network. You could do this with monorail as well. Monorail would look super futuristic in this configuration. You could do it in trains. It's not too dissimilar to what we did in Ilos's sort of like corporate train plaza on Main Street. For those that are following Ilos, kind of a similar sort of vibe there. Could do it with trains, but it might look a little bit weird. It'd be really hard to get the stations in though using train stations, I suppose. Study more blimps, never Frayden. That's a timeout offence. Never blimps. Glad you're enjoying it, Martin. Thank you, ER. Glad you're enjoying it as well. Where can I drop my Twix wrapper? I might need more bins along the walkways. True. There isn't too many bins knocking about. Is there any in the plazas? No, there isn't actually. No. This unique blends in really nicely too. I kind of forgot this was even here. This little sort of mall space. Okay. I can't stop watching it. It's really fun to just sit and watch it tick over. It's really, really nice. Cool. Yeah, Martin is right though. We could do with maybe a few more bins. Why don't we just create like a little bench and bin palette, and then we can just copy and paste it around the pedestrian streets with MoveIt. So let's go for a bench. Which one do we want? Let's go for a high-end bench. The liberal arts is always a fairly fancy number, isn't it? And then we'll get this fancy looking trash can as well. We'll go for Have a bin on one side, and then on the other side we'll have one of these cute little plazas planters. Okay, let's grab the props. Copy paste this about. One there. There again. Cool. Then you should just be able to go with a prop drag. We'll do mirror opposite the segment, and then that will throw the props on the opposite side without us having to manually align them. Yeah, it just gives a little bit more interest onto that concrete space, doesn't it, having those little bin and planter designs there. Really want to see a tram come down the lateral line here with the train. Oh, there goes a tram through the screen. This is so nice. I'm really happy with this. This is tremendous. How's the pole doing? Oh, busy ferry as well. You love the forestry area in Ilos? Yeah, so did I. That was like most organic forestry area we've done. That was really fun building that one. I enjoyed it. Those pergolas work extremely well with the tram stations. They do, don't they? Yes, they're like perfect little tram covers for people maybe waiting in the rain, even though it's not a solid roof, but you can get the general impression, right? Something that was sorely missing from the vanilla prop pool. Yeah, really was. Just here to say I admire your eye for detail. Awesome job, Egg. Thank you so much, Vincent. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos, mate. Thank you. What would it take to make you build a flying people carrier build? A £500 super chat for Adam. Yeah. Send 500 quid, which I think is the maximum amount on the super chat. Then I'll do you a blimp depot build, right? There you go. Cool. That kind of ties the build up nicely together though, guys. Actually, no, it doesn't. We still have a little bit of nastiness over here. What can we put with the high school? I feel like I kind of want to do a NAF vanilla running track, you know, the old Imperator design with the running track. I feel like I could get away with that. Let's just draw the road frame up here and then see if we can sketch it in. So we'll do it with a vanilla dirt path here. Or we could go for the football field. Football field's always a fun one. Had it both up here, then yeah, it wouldn't do it, would it? Okay, yeah, let's do the football field then. So we'll save 2 tiles all the way around. What was the distance? 2 units? It's a very small football field. You'll have to... It's a football field for people that are challenged by height, I suppose. Then let's do a little bit of fencing alongside it. Then we'll have a pathway through there. So actually make that a concrete one instead. Oh, there we go. Another neck snap moment. What could we use for the goalposts? I think Imperator used elevated pathway, didn't we? But because we've got fine road tools on, I reckon we can do it with the monorail line. Can I come down even lower here? No, but we should be able to with MoveIt though. If I grab you and you. Oh, and the segment as well. Oh no, yeah, the segment won't go down. That's okay though. Am I being stupid here? Can we have nodes and segments, please? Why are you not moving in one unison? There we go. Oh no, I can sink it down. I can. I sort of need a sim for perspective. To know how high to put the goalposts in. This is very finicky detailing, by the way. Please don't feel like you have to do this. This is just a nice little space filler for behind a high school, I think. Without... Or, you know, just go into the workshop and get a football pitch prop. You'd save yourself a lot of time. And nodes. Cool. Oh, Sin's Arcade with a $10 super chat. 07 Overcharged Egg. Glad to see you live. You've inspired me so much with your superb builds and wonderful personality. Thank you so much, Sin. That's really generous, mate. Thank you for the kind words, mate. That's really generous. I'm glad you can be inspired by the videos, mate. That's really... all I want is to help inspire you guys. It's one of the big reasons I started a YouTube channel, you know, was I was looking for things to build in Cities Skylines, and I was searching for things like that. I wanted, like, just templates for, like, things to do, transport hubs, etc., and there was nothing really like it. So I started the modular build series. And then here we are, 3 years later. It's now my job. Funny how things work out, isn't it? Well, thank you, Sin. Appreciate the super chat, mate. Very generous. And yes, this is fine. This can remain as forest. That should give us a little sport complex. It's very crude. You'll have to excuse it. It's a bit bold, isn't it, for a high school football pitch? It doesn't have the circle in the middle either, but I don't have the room for it. So it'll have to do. Okay. How are we doing for university education? Are we getting near campus yet? No. not really. We do want an elementary school though. Should we do an elementary school as well? Maybe this little spot here would lend itself well for an elementary campus. Let's clear out the overgrowth and then we'll go ahead. Do you want to use the high capacity elementary here? Bit big, isn't it? It's actually enormous. It's not just like a bit big, it's huge. I mean, well, we've got the high capacity high school in. I don't mind there being little pops of height in the suburb. The police station's kind of big as well. Alright, we'll go for it. We'll go for it. Let's get an elder care centre, child care centre in, sorry. We'll sort of merge this around this existing office asset. We're going to lose some props there on the side. I'm not bothered about that. It's okay. It's only a hedge and some bins. I'd rather have the buildings connect than show the props off. Cool. So that works to fill that space there. I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead. Can I just like search for... I guess they'll all be in the part props menu actually, won't they? I don't really need to search for them. Yeah, okay, we've got them all here. Let's go ahead and create a little play area for the children. So they have like an indoor play here where they've got it all inside, and maybe if it's nice and warm, then they get to come outside. Where there's maybe a little triplet of seesaws, a couple of these little like playground, jungle gym looking things. Maybe a merry-go-round. Well, let's just say let's put a bird bath in, but what bird would come into a field of screaming children to bathe? They'd probably be too scared, wouldn't it? And then we will get the swing set as well, because we have Find It, which is like essential. Let's line 2 of these up together. Couple of there's a water fountain here for dogs, but can I pretend it's for kids? You can't really tell it's for dogs. I guess it's both, isn't it? There's one for the dog and one for the person. Human, even. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And then we'll have a few little circular playgrounds up and about. You need fencing at the back of the goals. Yeah, that's a good shout actually, Eggsy. Yeah. Let me turn off node snapping. What, like this? Like come out like this and then do it like... I guess then it needs a cover though, doesn't it? We're putting far too much thought into it, but I appreciate it anyway. Bus stop props would have also worked. What for, Eggsy? What for? Lauren and Martrim are back on the Norway talk again, as always. A Field of Screaming Children is the name of my band. Yeah, is it? I hope not. Sounds like a horrendous death metal band by the sounds of it. Okay, one for the older kids, one for the tots. You wouldn't really get these sorts of assets in a playground, would you? Because you've got to sort of pay for these. Like 20p. And then maybe it's like a posh, rich school where the kids are served a balloon every day when they come outside. Maybe that's like the school's motto to the children, like, you know kids, every day is a balloon. The kids are like, what? What the hell was she talking about? Every day is a balloon. Alright, and then let's do some fence lining so the children are both secure and safe. And then we can reintroduce that. So actually, let's go ahead and do a little park asset here as well. Tennis. Yes, this can be like the posh kids school. Not that we need to start adding law into creative mode. Even though there is actually alien covenants in creative mode, isn't there? Cool. And then let's bring this down. Okay. Oh, there we go. And then let's just have that forest come back in now. Cool. That should just extend a little elementary campus for us for the suburb to make use of. Right. Okay. The bus shelter for the goals, but it would have looked too small. Oh yeah, that would have been way small for the goal, especially with the size of the pitch as well. Like a goal for mice, maybe, Eggsy. The only difference between a pasture and a field of screaming kids is the smell. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. Posh school might have a food truck. Yes, it might. It might. Should we grab that one? The food truck number 2. It looks like it serves avocado on toast with chili flakes, that sort of stuff. Yeah, maybe the kids can have an ice cream truck as well. Maybe it's like a sports day or something. And trying to fuel the kids on sugar to make them compete against one another. Which, when you talk about sports day like that, makes it sound like almost like a blood sport, doesn't it? Okay. Alright. The school massively dwarfs the props, but you can sort of bear with it otherwise. Right, maybe a few bushes around there as well. Just a couple of child-friendly bushes, like nothing with thorns on, like no jacarandas or anything. We can use Trinity to shrink one of these bushes down as well. Maybe the kids play around near it. Like, yay, let's go play near the small bush again. And then away they go. Maybe tiny tree. Am I getting too confident now? Yeah, let's leave it there. Alright. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's a nice little sort of area just behind the suburb there. It's really cool with the trams passing by. Look how busy this pedestrian area is. Yes, please, everyone. Lots of people coming and going from it. Although fuck all people using the trams. Maybe one day. Okay, is anyone going to get off? Yay, one person. One person used the tram. Oh well, it still looks nice. They're at least walking anyway. Cool. Tremendous. We always add law. Every city has a history and personality. Your city just needs to know what your Wi-Fi password is. It doesn't take your shoes off at the door. Just stopped in to give it a like. Can't wait to watch this later tonight. Sorry, I'm looking at a tree, aren't I, everyone? My apologies. Let me move my view there. Thank you, Boris. I appreciate that, buddy. Yes, enjoy the stream bod later. Cool. Alright, let's end the poll. So I'm keen to see, so we're going to end the build here, guys. This is the end of the build now, and we've finished the pedestrian suburb out in this part of town. But what I would like to do is just have a little look at that live Q&A thing before we go, because I've never seen this before. So start a Q&A. Let me just see how this works. Say something. Okay. This is like a new feature in my backend that I haven't seen before. What is your favourite Cities DLC? Okay. So do you guys see like a question now? You guys should see like a question in the live chat apparently. You can probably click on it in the blue thing. Can you guys let me know like what it does? Really curious. Never seen it before. It's probably a good idea to make the tram over to Riven to the suburb. Yes, we mentioned that earlier. We will take the tram out of this suburb once there's somewhere else for it to go. I don't think I'm going to take it across that river, just because the ferries are already over there. I'll probably extend it out of this side. Then coming out this way. Yes. Oh, so it's you asking us, not the other way around? Well, yeah, I thought it was a Q&A for me, I guess. Does says that he can submit questions as well. Can you? Is this a question? But no answer? Okay, okay, yeah. So that prompt allows us to ask you direct questions. So what? Oh, okay, yeah, so I can do a Q&A with you guys, which I guess is the point of doing it. I don't know, I feel that's kind of boring though. The whole stream's basically a Q&A. You can see the question, but no way to answer. You're answering it here, Book of Roses, I think. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, it appears in my questions chat. Okay, I don't know, that seems a bit gimmicky. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why YouTube's done that. I don't know if you guys ever want a Q&A in the middle of a live stream, even though live streams basically are Q&A sessions anyway. Then let me know. And we can do one of those again. I'm not entirely sure how entertaining that is for you guys, but there you go. YouTube continues to innovate, doesn't it? Okay, let's pop a nighttime view on here, get a spicy view of what we've done today, and then we'll say our goodbyes. So the next creative mode stream will be a forestry build, and we need to do some industry. As voted for you guys, should we say goodbye here? That's a pretty nice view across the suburb, isn't it? With the trams and the garden. Something like that, something nice and walkable. There you go, that's the money shot, isn't it? Q&A is your fan base inquiring about you, your likes, hobbies, personalities you never share on the internet, you know, quirky stuff like that. Oh really? It allows us to direct questions to map ability, process behind it. Thank you for the stream today. Okay, yeah, well maybe not. If you guys ever want a Q&A, I don't know. Yeah, it's done it. Like, just ask me questions in the live chat, right? If you want to ask me something, you can. I don't think it really needs its own section. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll try it if you guys like it. I mean, if you guys want to hang around, we can do a bit of Q&A now if you like. I don't know. Questions? Is it gone? Has it disappeared now? Yes, it's disappeared already, hasn't it? Yeah, we'll do it next time. We'll do it next time. It's a bit random now. But yes, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm going to leave the build and the stream here. Really fun pedestrianised tram build today. I hope you guys enjoyed it and managed to take some inspiration from it for different sort of builds in your city, whatever you're planning. And there's quite a bit of inspiration here with props and layouts and orientations, etc. All the things that we know and love. And it seems to work. So yeah, really super walkable. We'll definitely come in and do the forestry build next stream, which again, now we're sort of hopefully back to a normal schedule with what happened with my family last week. So thank you for all the patience and support and the kind messages that you dropped in the Discord. That was really generous of you guys to say that sort of stuff. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. But otherwise, we'll shout out some of the regulars. We're going to go for Hugo, Moderately Dangerous, Martin, Lauren, Sins Arcade, Does, Eggsy, thank you for modding, Eggsy, Miami Love, Boris, Star Stuff, Book of Roses, Jared, Lauren, Jen is just here as we're saying goodbye, Alina, Snippety Satsuma, Scope, you all legends guys, thank you for hanging out on the streams and for the Superchats again today. Dashu was ridiculous, sell $100, which is nuts. ILOS will be out tomorrow on Thursday, and then the ILOS stream will happen on Friday, so there's plenty more content in the rest of the week for you guys to enjoy. Right, yeah, but yeah, I'll see you for an ILOS premiere tomorrow. I need to go finish the video now actually, I need to go get cinematics, so yeah, I'll go do that now. Oh, and before we go, Jennifer's been a member for 9 months. Hi, gutted I missed the stream, we'll watch later. Thank you so much, Jen. Yes, gutted you missed it as well, but I will see you on Friday for the ILOS stream, hopefully. And the ILOS premiere, which is your favourite series anyway. Alright, thanks for watching guys, appreciate you all. Let's thank you all so much for watching, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day.